Good day, profitable traders. It's your guy here, the unknown, and today I just want us to go through a couple of beautiful trades that happened. And this is the most easiest trading strategy. And guys, if you remember well, I've mentioned countless times that if you spend most of your time on the charts, back testing and working on the charts, you will actually see when market condition changes. Okay, that's something I've mentioned too many times. Guys, there's no substitute for hard work. Okay, you have to spend time on your charts. So guys, for those who are actually doing the work and putting the work, I believe by now you would have seen that okay, there is something that has changed in market conditions, and I will show you what I mean. So guys, our criteria remains the same day in, day out. Trade volume before the session, wait for the equity opening time, then we wait for trade volume during the session. We use the pattern because the pattern lets us know what the insiders are busy with, and then we wait for our evidence candle, the candle that shows us that now they are leaving. Okay, and then we target 50 pips. That's easy as possible. However, there's something important that I keep mentioning. You must identify what type of trade it is, and I have many videos. If you look or watch my recent video, which was above 1 hour in length, you'll see that I went through all this different type of trends and I explained everything to you. So this is very important for you to keep. Okay, so guys, let's jump into the charts. We are starting from the 19th. Okay, and I would like to say sorry for the delay in the playbook. I wasn't quite well, so just allow me a day to just go through it because I'm already done. I just want to read it through to make sure that there are no mistakes in it. Okay, and it has this strategy in it, so I will upload it, and those who have the first playbook can download it. Okay, so guys, let's look here. I want you to see something. I'm gonna go to a 5-minute time frame and we're gonna go from to the 19th of this month actually. Okay, so guys, the first criteria is always, I know you know these criteria by now, it's to identify trade volume. Okay, this is where they send traders down, okay, and then eventually when the session opened they were up again. So this clearly shows us that okay, this is trade volume. Okay, they have trade volume below. Okay, so the next criteria is to wait for the equity opening time, and I'm gonna do this on a 1-minute time frame as always. Okay, so okay, sorry guys, sorry. Okay, now let's go. As you can see, okay, the session opens here. Okay, so here's something fascinating. What do you see? Personally, I see the first slope, which is a trend line. I see the second trend line. Okay, this on itself is an explosive kind of a trend, and then as I'm waiting for the pattern to build up, okay, I see another type of a trend. Okay, so when you have two or more trend lines, okay, that is an explosive kind of a trend. Okay, so if you look at this, they gave us this mini pattern here. You can see this is where they came down, bounce. Okay, here they tried to bounce to the top, but they didn't go all the way up, but you can just stretch this one through. Okay, and what do you have? You have a right angled triangle, and I believe those who read Shabaka, because I've recommended Shabaka countless time, okay, because he has explained the patterns in detail. If you know the patterns, then you see they break out and they give the first engulfing candle. Okay, this is the first engulfing candle. Okay, and then obviously your take profit got hit roughly, it was in 36 minutes. Okay, not 36, it was roughly 34 minutes. Okay, just 4 minutes above the 30-minute mark. Okay, so this was a beautiful trade, and I told you there's a change in market condition that I see starting from last week. Even today it happened again, but you'll only see this if you are putting the work into your charts, if you are backtesting and doing all form of work. Okay, you see now, what do we have? We have a right angled triangle. If we do something like this, this is another pattern. Guys, do not open a trade until you see a pattern which is valid. Okay, if you look at this now, this is the first engulfing candle that goes above, but if you still doubted it, here's another candle. You could have taken this candle, okay, and then your 50 pips got hit quite quick. Boom, your 50 pips got hit in 16 minutes. So they are moving prices at around 2 p.m. US time, which is 8 p.m. South African time. If you are backtesting, honestly, if you are putting in the work, I believe by now you'll know that they are moving prices very late. They are moving prices at 2 p.m. US time, which is 8 p.m. South African time. So guys, if you still have time, you can still come and look for the trade after the session of close, usually around 2 p.m. okay, 2 and 3 p.m. That's when I've realized that, oh yes, they are moving prices during this time as well, okay, and this is highly important, okay. So let's continue guys. Okay, let's continue on this day. Okay, on this day, this was on the 20th. I analyzed this chart, but I didn't really get a good pattern. Okay, I didn't really get a good pattern, but again, you can see if you try to do this, okay, this is where it all begins. Okay, if you do this and you do this, you get a beautiful rectangle which is broken by an engulf. However, again, the people who took this candle here, okay, this is the trade I also took, and I was literally closed out, okay, and it was a loss for me because they came and retested. Of course guys, there are three scenarios that will happen when we get a pattern. They will either go straight, they will either pull back and continue, or else they will give a fake breakout. So with every pattern, that possibility is there. However, most of the time they are going to break out and go. Why? Because they've already trapped enough volume, because you can see they've trapped volume below here, below the closing price, of which we had trapped traders, and they have already trapped and trapped volume down here. Okay, so people here are trapped, people here are trapped, and that's when they broke out. However, they closed me because, you know, mostly I love using a one candle stop, okay, just to minimize my losses. But on this day, I understand, even if many people say they didn't take a trade, okay, but they are moving prices late. Please be aware of that, okay. And at this time, most of the people are out of their charts. Okay, let's go to the 21st. Okay, on the 21st, if we go to a 5-minute chart to try to identify trap volume, you can clearly see that they've trapped right below, because this is where they've sent traders. Okay, so they literally trapped volume. We can say here it's just above and below the closing price, and every time it's gonna be like that, because indices move well in the US session, therefore they're gonna use the day just to trap. Yes, sometimes they can be moved before many pips, however I don't care, because I need something which I can rinse and repeat. Okay, and then let's see what we got here. Let's go to a 1-minute time frame. Okay, let's go to a 1-minute time frame. Okay, we have trapped traders below, and then prices break up. Okay, I can't say I have an explosive pattern here because they invalidated it when they went down. Okay, but look at something interesting. Prices have already broken up. Okay, they've already broken up, and then yes, they gave a pullback and continue, but this is what caught my my attention. Okay, they literally give a, you see, this is a symmetric triangle. Okay, as you can see, if we draw this line through, you realize that, okay, these sides are equal. So this is this is a symmetric rectangle. I mean triangle, symmetric triangle. Sorry guys. And then they break out of it with a very beautiful engulf, which is an evidence candle, because now everybody who went down is literally trapped. And this is in the form of a retest. However, here we didn't have that clear pattern, it was just continuing, but here we got a beautiful pattern. Okay, and then let's see, people who took it got their 50 pips in literally 15 minutes. Okay, how beautiful can that be? How beautiful can that be? Okay, yes, they are moving prices late, but some days of course you won't have trades. So guys, it's not about forcing trades, it's about waiting for the trade to come to you. Okay, a beautiful trade will always come to you. Never ever chase a trade. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the 20-second trap volume. That's where is trap volume. Okay, we do this roughly 5 to 15 minutes before the session opens. Okay, or you can do it 2 minutes or immediately when the session opens, because we're not going to chase the candle of the session open. And I told you they are going to trap here. Why? Because indices move in the US session most of the time, so they're going to use the day just to send people up and down. And this, guys, is important to know. Now we're gonna go and wait for our session to open. Okay, sorry guys, just have to go back a little bit. Yes, this is where our session literally opens. Okay, and then let's see what we have. This is a repetition of something that happened, I think, a couple of weeks back, whereby they started trapping before the session actually began, and they stop hunted everybody. Okay, so because we don't chase these candles, we didn't even fall for this trap over here, because we don't chase, we wait for a pattern. So this was the pattern. As you can see, it's a beautiful rectangle. Okay, it's a beautiful rectangle. Then they break out. Okay, they break out and give something again. They give something now like just something similar to a right angle. Okay, similar to a right to a right angle, as you can see. And then this is where they break out with an engulf. They literally gave us two beautiful engulfing candles. Okay, so this clearly shows you that now they are moving down. Okay, you see, this was just sloping down, not the perfect slope, but it is a slope that is literally sloping down. As you can see, this is a beautiful slope to the downside. Okay, so this is a beautiful pattern, and here is the confirmation candle. And for people who took this one, obviously guys, your 50 pips got literally hit in 24 minutes. That's less than what we call 30 minutes. Okay, and then let's go to the following day. You will see that, guys, this is always there. If you look carefully, you will realize that, okay, yes, we have trap volume, or let's just say we have trap volume in between this one and this one. Okay, because the session opened here. Okay, so now we're gonna go to a 1 minute chart. Oh, sorry guys, let me just go back. I just want to show you on this day. Yes, they trap, but I didn't take a trade. You know why? Because they didn't really give a good trade for me. But yes, of course, we spoke about days when prices break up and now they try to slope upwards. Okay, we spoke about this. Okay, that they will continue. Okay, so any candle that a person took, if you took this one, obviously they gave it late, and I told you, if they haven't hit your profit in 30 minutes, just erase it. Okay, so this wasn't a good trade. Okay, because it was just something choppy. Okay, it was something choppy. Okay, now let's go to so we had 3 days. Okay, that were untradeable. So guys, it happens sometimes, and if you don't see a trade, don't force it. Okay, do not force a trade. Okay, do not force a trade. And you see, this day again was like, okay, it was like choppy. Even if you go to a 1 minute time frame, you'll just realize something important. Okay, let's see. It was choppy. You couldn't identify trap volume on this day. Okay, because the session immediately opens here. Okay, it opens here and it's still inside. It's not literally inside, but you don't even know, because okay, there are traders who were taken up and there were traders who were taken down. So I told you there are days confusing like this. Okay, there are days confusing like this. But let's go to a 1 minute time frame, because I want to show you something, guys. I want to show you something. Okay, this day, honestly, there was no pattern. I didn't even take a trade here because they just settled up, but this was the high. That was the thing. I couldn't draw my rectangle because this was the high, and then obviously I can say this was something like the low over here. So I didn't really see a beautiful pattern, even though they went up many pips. For me, I didn't see a pattern. Okay, but let me show you something that really happened later. Okay, guys, this literally happened later, but again, I didn't take this one. I just want to show you that Now they've developed a tendency of moving prices very late. You see, it's just that, okay, yes, this candle was too big, okay, but they moving prices late, guys, around 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 1 p.m. They are moving prices late, so that's something you should be aware of. So I didn't have a trade, and if you don't have a trade, just shop elsewhere. And again, if you spend time on your chart, you will realize something is significant. You realize that, okay, even the correlations are a bit weak, okay, correlations are a bit weak, but here they gave the pattern just late. Okay, the pattern was given late, a right angle triangle. Let's just draw it here. Okay, this was literally late. Okay, where is it? Sorry guys, this was a little bit late. Okay, and the candle was too big to take. But again, if somebody took this candle again, they went 50 pips, got hit very quick, 17 minutes. But again guys, this candle was 30 pips, and I told you I'm only willing to go roughly 25 pips. Okay, but this is proving that they are now moving prices late. The same thing happened today. However, today was a little bit different, and today was a little bit better. Okay, because of course, okay, let me just show you. Okay, today we got a triple top. Okay, we got a triple top today, and they literally broke down. Okay, so for those who took this engulfing candle, they got paid. Okay, they literally got their 50 pips. Okay, and again we got a beautiful trade. Let me show you. We got a beautiful trade later. Okay, because if you look at this carefully, you realize that, okay, they gave a rectangle. Okay, they gave a beautiful rectangle. You see, if you take prices from here, this is where they bounce, they went up, didn't reach it, but they bounce, and literally broke out with a engulfing candle. Okay, this is a trade I took around 9 p.m. today. Okay, and I also took one on Nasdaq. Actually, I took two today. Okay, this was the engulfing candle that literally broke up, you see. So okay, this was the candle that I took, and then 50 pips got paid very quick in 9 minutes. Okay, so 50 pips in 9 minutes. But guys, as I repeat, you'll only see these things if you are spending time on your charts. Okay, that's when you will see that, oh, they are moving prices late. Okay, so today was just perfect, guys. Two beautiful trades. Okay, today was just perfect. You see, you'll have realized that they are moving prices quite late. Okay, because this is something they've done. Okay, they are moving prices late, very late. That's when they are moving prices. Okay, so guys, unfortunately here they just gapped, but literally they are moving prices very late. Okay, because yes, they are moving prices very late, and I believe by now you see that. Okay, so if you come to your charts around let me show you something. If you come to your charts just around 1 p.m, you'll still you might have a beautiful trade. Okay, because that's what they are doing. And if you look here, you realize that these guys did show that something big is coming, because they started to literally gather volume for 2 days. So this one wasn't rocket science. This was the easiest trade, and we actually saw this one coming. Okay, because it was the easiest trade. Okay, and getting it down was like very easy. So guys, I just want you to be aware they are moving prices late, even as I'm speaking. I saw this. Okay, I saw this. That's why I actually have a line over here. I saw that they are possibly going back to the high of the week to kick everybody out from the high of the week. Okay, so as you can see, they are moving prices quite late, and they are doing that, guys. Okay, so if you know what they're doing, you can take advantage of what they're doing. Okay, if you know what they're doing, you see they're moving prices quite late, and by this time nobody's on the market. Okay, but these are things you'll see only if you're spending time on your charts, guys. I'm done with the playbook. Okay, I just want to read through it, and then I will upload it for everybody to see. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you. Okay, I took a trade on Nasdaq. I believe it's still running. Okay, But yeah, I don't know if it's still running, but I have a trade on Nasdaq that I took today around 10 p.m. Okay, 10 p.m. South African time. So yeah, guys, please be aware of this. I really appreciate you. Thank you.